January 7, 1943. While the world was engulfed in the flames of World War II, a quiet tragedy was unfolding in room 3327 of the Hotel New Yorker. An 86-year-old man, frail and alone, breathed his last. His name was Nikola Tesla. But the moment his heart stopped, a different kind of storm began. Within hours, the FBI and the Office of Alien Property didn't just walk into that room, they raided it. 2 truckloads of documents, blueprints, and personal notes vanished into the shadows of government secrecy. What were they so afraid of? Why was a man who died in poverty treated like the greatest national security threat in American history? Today, we open the vault to the forbidden genius of the man who invented the 20th century. And the inventions they tried to bury forever. Tesla's story begins not in a lab, but in a storm. Born at the stroke of midnight in 1856 during a fierce lightning strike in modern-day Croatia, the midwife called it an omen of darkness. His mother replied, "No, he will be a child of light." She was right. Tesla possessed a mind that defied human limits. He didn't just think, he visualized. He could build entire machines in his mind, running them for weeks to see which parts would wear out first, all before ever touching a piece of metal. But this gift came with a price. Hypersensitivity to light, sound, and a vision that stretched beyond the physical world. He arrived in America with 4 cents and a letter of recommendation to Thomas Edison. The 2 titans met, but the clash of their philosophies would change the course of human history. Edison was a businessman, Tesla was a visionary. Edison's direct current DC was limited, inefficient, and expensive. Tesla proposed alternating current ACA system that could power entire continents. What followed was the War of Currents. Edison launched a brutal smear campaign, publicly electrocuting animals to prove AC was dangerous. But Tesla wasn't just a scientist, he was a showman. He let thousands of volts pass through his own body to light lamps, proving his system was safe. In 1893, Tesla lit up the Chicago World's Fair, and the world realized, Edison had the bulbs, but Tesla had the power. Yet this victory was the beginning of his erasure. He tore up a contract that would have made him the world's first billionaire, just to save his friend George Westinghouse. He chose humanity over profit, a mistake the titans of Wall Street would never forgive. Tesla's ultimate dream wasn't just lighting cities, it was liberating humanity. In Shoreham, New York, he began building the Wardenclyffe Tower. His goal? Wireless energy. He believed the Earth itself was a giant conductor. He wanted to pull energy from the atmosphere and beam it across the globe for free. Imagine a world where you never pay for electricity. No wires, no poles, no limits. But J.P. Morgan, the man funding the project, asked one question that ended it all: where do I put the meter? When Morgan realized he couldn't tax free air, he pulled the funding. The tower was demolished. The dream was silenced. But Tesla didn't stop. He turned his attention to even more terrifying possibilities. In his later years, Tesla's claims became the stuff of science fiction. The spoke of the Teleforce A particle beam so powerful it could melt airplane engines from 250 miles away. The media called it the death ray. He claimed it would make war impossible by creating an invisible, Chinese wall of defense. Then there was the earthquake machine, a small mechanical oscillator he claimed nearly brought down a New York skyscraper. When the police arrived at his lab, he had already smashed it with a sledgehammer. Were these the ramblings of a madman, or had he truly cracked the code of resonance? Declassified FBI files reveal that Project Nick was a secret U.S. Air Force operation specifically designed to test Tesla's beam weapon theories. If his ideas were madness, why did the government spend millions trying to replicate them? Tesla was obsessed with the numbers 3, 6, and 9. He famously said, "If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe." He walked around buildings 3 times before entering. He cleaned his plates with 18 napkins. To some, it was OCD. To Tesla, it was a mathematical law that governed energy, frequency, and vibration. He believed the universe was not made of matter, but of waves. Today, as we explore quantum physics and wireless 5G, we are only now beginning to catch up to what Tesla knew in the 1890s. Nikola Tesla died in poverty, but his legacy is the air we breathe. Every time you turn on a light, use a smartphone, or start an electric car, you are using the mind of the man they tried to forget. The FBI eventually released some of his papers, but many remain missing, hidden in the vaults of history. Why? Because a world with Tesla's true technology would be a world they couldn't control. The legend was suppressed, but the truth is finally coming to light. This is just the first secret we've uncovered. The vault is now open. Subscribe to join us on the next journey into the untold. This is the Legend Vault.